So I do kind of suck at explaining things, but I'm going to teach you different strategies that you can use for Bed Wars to hopefully maybe win a lot of games. So first you need to start off with choosing maps. Any of these will do, but my personal favorites are Library, Castle, and Neighborhood. Those you should be aiming for. Now for any casual game, we're obviously going to have to get blocks of wool. So you're going to want to collect your iron. Then go buy some wool and start a bridge right to Diamond Island. So my first rush did get here, so I'm going to kill them off first and then continue my strategy. Now if your first rush didn't get there to the Diamond Island as well, you're going to want to upgrade a generator and buy even more wool blocks. Go and finally finish off your first rush. Then come buy the diamond generator, get 4 diamonds. You're going to want to go back, collect your items, and then you'll have around the same amount of stuff that I do as I'm showing in this clip. You don't need any more stuff, so get going! Now, alternatively, if you're looking to speedrun the game as fast as possible, you could alternatively wait for this amount of ore, then go and buy your sword in blocks, and you'll have around the same amount of items as I do. You'll just barely have enough to get around. Now, if you didn't think the first strat had enough items, you could also do this. This is a strategy when you don't have a first rush. So you'll come to get this diamond, come and upgrade the generator and buy wool, because what we're going to do is we're going to go to middle and collect the emeralds there. We're going to collect all the emeralds here, wait for 5, and then we're going to go to our diamond generator and pick up the 4 that's there. This is what we're going to do. Collect our ores as always. We're going to wait for 20 gold and 20 iron. So after we got all the ores, we're going to get chain armor, a diamond sword, an iron pickaxe, and 2 stacks of wood. And we're going to have this at the end. Now you could wait for an extra emerald to get a jetpack, and you'll have a jetpack instead of a diamond sword. So let's say you're halfway through a match and the people are being big meanie heads. So our goal is we're going to go to middle and collect the emeralds so that way we can come back and max on our generator so that way we have a lot of stuff to fight people with. So hopefully you're able to actually collect all the emeralds that there was at middle. There isn't really a specific amount to gather, just hopefully you have at least 4. And whatever you're left with, you can use that. Now after heading back to your base, collect the diamonds on the way and finally max out your generator. And now we're going to wait for a couple of ores to finally buy all of our stuff that we need. Now after waiting around for a moment, you should hopefully have around enough gold to buy iron armor. So now we're finally going to go to the shop and we're going to get an iron sword, a diamond pickaxe, and an ender pearl so you can teleport around. And our iron armor and whatever ores we have left, we'll use it for blocks. So you'll most likely be more stacked than everyone else in the lobby, so go around and finish off every person that's left so you can finally win the match. Also, what you could have done, and instead of getting iron armor, you could wait, collect a couple of more emeralds, and wait for more diamonds to generate, and then you'll get diamond armor instead, which would make it a lot easier to kill everyone. Now, after showing you these strategies and sub-strategies to them, I'm going to show you what they look like in a real match. So now we're taking a look at the first strategy that I usually do, and it mostly works most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't, you know? So this part is pretty self-explanatory. We're getting our blocks, going to Diamond Island, we're going to upgrade a generator and get more wool blocks because our enemy isn't here yet. So after finishing off our enemy, we're finally going to go back to our base, but I don't want to waste any blocks here because I just don't. So I'm going to jump off. So I finally collect all of our ores, we buy our stuff, and well, what do you know? I have the stuff that I was talking about. So now I won't talk for the rest of this game and you'll just see it play out. Alright, so we finally reached the end of the match and we made it out with a time of 21:03. So now we're here in our second match where we're trying to speedrun the game as fast as possible, but the beginning usually starts the same way. So I skipped the scene where I go to Diamond Island to go back and upgrade my generator with a diamond. Anyway, we're here, we're going to finish off our enemy, but this time we're not buying armor like the usual strategy would include. We're just going to buy pure blocks and we're going to go straight through the match. Alright, so here I am buying my blocks, and that's about it. So I'm just gonna let the match play, and you'll just see what happens. Alright, so this game was pretty fast, so I put this in super slow motion. But we ended up with a time of 22.11. So now we're on to our third strategy. We're going to get full iron, but the beginning's always the same, so I skipped that part. So now we're heading off to middle to finally collect our emeralds and upgrade our generator to the max. So here we are, we finally upgrade a generator and we wait around a little bit longer for our items. So I did use the rest of my emeralds for a diamond pickaxe and ender pearl, but you will need your iron armor and whatever blocks you can buy as well. And don't forget your iron sword. So now you continue the match as normal and you'll see me play out my match as well. This is a pretty wild way to lose a match, right? Well, anyway, we finally reached the end of the game, and we were left with 1854. So I went ahead and completely skipped the beginning because it's just the same thing over and over. But now, we're getting full diamond instead of buying full iron. So you went ahead, killed your first rush, went to collect emeralds, finally come back to base and upgrade, and wait for the ores. You're finally able to get your full diamond, a diamond sword, a diamond pickaxe, and an ender pearl, and more blocks so that way you can rush around and kill everyone. Enough talk, you're gonna see the rest of the match play out. So sadly, most people died in my match after I got my full diamond, but we finished at a time of 1936. So if you managed to get through this entire video, well buddy, you just got 200 more IQ. So get winning, bro.